Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School. I'm in Atlanta. I just finished doing the premiere for the film Elementary Genocide 2 by Raheem Shabazz. Dr. Umar Johnson's also in the film. He did an amazing job. So anybody who thinks that I don't like Umar Johnson, you're dead wrong. I don't dislike him. I don't agree with him, but that does not mean I dislike him. There's no bad blood here. I have a lot of respect for Umar's intellect. I think he's a brilliant, brilliant guy. And he actually did a better job in the movie than I did, in my opinion. But you can ask other people what they think. I don't know. But what I'll say is this. One of the things, and you've heard Umar actually talk about this, very eloquently, actually, and I agree with this 100%. And I'll give my kind of spin on this issue. One of the things that I've observed, and I was reading Dr. Claude Anderson's book, Black Labor, White Wealth, in which Dr. Anderson very, carefully and analytically breaks down the history of racial oppression in America. It goes back to the plantation, the role of the black man versus the black woman, how black women were allowed to sit next to the master. They were given managerial roles. The black woman was the master's confidant, especially if she was, say, light-skinned or very attractive. And a lot of that was built on him having sexual access to her. And so when I see shows like Scandal, where you got the powerful white man using the black woman as his mistress because she can't find a black man who's qualified to be her mate, that's a direct descendant of slavery. I mean, that comes right out of slavery. I mean, people don't think that they got it from slavery, but that's been the tradition for many, many years. But here's one of the things I realized as well. On the flip side of this, and I thought about this a lot because I was talking to S. Tia Brown from Essence Magazine about our financial lovemaking project, where we talk about love and how that merges with relationships and how that affects the relationship between men and women. And one of the things I realized is that if you are a warrior, if you are committed to fighting the battle against racial discrimination, racial oppression, the battle for true equality, the battle for black empowerment, you don't want to pick a punk ass mate to be next to you. That means if you're a strong woman and you don't bow down to white people, you don't need a weak man who's not going to support you when you stand strong. If you're a strong man and you're ready to go out here and fight this battle, and it's really hard for black men. I dare say that in some ways it's a little bit tougher because there really is no place for black men in a white man's world unless you're gay. Remember, gay men actually do quite well. Remember, it's all about sexual access. A lot of that links right back in there. If you're a black man and you're committed to fighting this fight, you can't be next to a woman who can't stomach that fight. If you have a woman who wants to be assimilationist, who wants to just fit in, who wants white people to like her, who's scared about losing her job and all this other stuff, that's not the woman for you. Because here's the thing, here's what I figured out, when in my own journey, my journey was hard. It was so hard. I made so many white people mad. I had so many situations where people would say, he's qualified, but we're going to fire this nigga. Situations where people were like, well, we should have got rid of him when we had the chance. And it baffled me because I always thought I said, gosh, I'm a good person. I work hard. I'm qualified. Why are they treating me this way? Well, that's how racism is. Racism's stupid. Racism makes smart people do dumb things and makes nice people do evil things. And as I was going through this battle, I remember thinking, gosh, I can't, if I were picking a woman, I can't pick a woman who can't stomach this battle with me, because what she would probably tell me to do is to fold. She would probably tell me to cut my balls off and go to work every day and bow and do what I'm supposed to do so the white man will not punish me anymore. If you pick the wrong woman. If you pick the right woman, she says, that's okay, baby. Yeah, I'm with you. I know how hard you're working. As long as you're getting up and being a man and pushing and doing your very best every day, I'm going to ride with you to the end of time. And that's the kind of woman that you want. When I talk to young guys about the type of woman they want, I just say, look, I compare it to an investment. When I teach investing in the Black Business School, I explain how the asset that you invest in, or the stock you invest in, or whatever investment you go into, the one you pick, it's not a one-size-fits-all. The one you pick is the one that fits your preference, where you have what they call risk tolerance. How much can you tolerate the risk of the thing that you're investing in? So if you invest in a person, and the biggest investment that you're ever going to make in your life is who you choose to spend your life with. I don't care what nobody says. So when you invest in a person and you choose to get behind that person, you choose to ride or die with that person, do you have the stomach, do you have the tolerance to deal with the risk that may come with standing next to that person? Because I'm going to tell you like this. Every woman that I know would love to be married to a Barack Obama, but only a small percentage of those women would want to be married to then wannabe state senator Barack Obama or graduate student Barack Obama, They just want the President Obama because that's where you get the cushy life, but they don't want to take the risk to get there, but they want all the rewards that come with it. Though the same thing is true on the flip side. There are a whole lot of men that would want that woman who's making the big money and the big paycheck, but they may not want to stand with her as she's fighting the fight in order to get ahead. So pick somebody that matches your risk tolerance. If you are a strong black person, a strong black warrior, you're committed to the fight, you're committed to claiming your throne, then don't pick somebody who's not worthy of sitting in the throne next to you. Because, they say heavy is the head that wears the crown. So the people who get the most are the ones who take the most risk, who put it on the line, who don't take that shit, who don't let the white man walk all over them, who stand up in the fight against white supremacy. And those are the ones who are successful, in my opinion, when it comes to progressing our status as a community. Dr. Claude Anderson actually reflected on this in his book, which I highly recommend. It's called Black Labor, White Wealth. And he said that basically the white supremacy has created a huge divide between black men and black women. It's been like that since slavery, basically because we're seen differently by the white man. And also because we have different dispositions with regard to how we confront the white man. One person wants to assimilate, the other one wants to liberate. That divide is drawn because we're trying to figure out how to deal with this problem. So ultimately, pick your own solution, stick with it, don't be afraid, and don't align yourself with a punk ass partner if you out here trying to fight this battle. And I encourage you to fight. I encourage you to do what your heart tells you to do, and don't go around tiptoeing around white folks just because you're scared of what they're going to think about you. We know white supremacy is wrong, and if it's wrong, you stand up against it, and don't let anybody tell you any different. Well, that's it. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins. By the way, we have a new film coming out called Resurrecting Black Wall Street, The Blueprint. You can find out about the film at resurrectingblackwallstreet.com. That's resurrectingblackwallstreet.com. We could really use your support. We're out here trying to build a black Hollywood. We really want to make movies and hire black actors and directors and all this stuff, and we're doing our best. We're taking our little pennies, rubbing them together, and trying to make some magic happen. Also, this week I'm in Atlanta. Thursday night at 7, we're going to hold an event in Atlanta. Tomorrow we should secure our venue, and so keep checking the channel, and we'll let you guys know exactly when it's going to happen if you're in the area. But we're going to do our world premiere for the film in Chicago. But this week I'm in Atlanta. So take care, guys. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.